Hello everybody and welcome back to That Handicapping Show sponsored by TwinSpires.com. I'm Jason Chandler along with Tom Lamar and James Scully from Brisk.com. And this week's feature race is the Woodward Stakes. It's a Grade 1 from Saratoga, and we'll also touch on the Grade 1 Forego Stakes, which turned out to be a very good betting race. But let's start with the Woodward, and that drew a field of 7, including 1 to 4 morning line favorite Quality Road. When last seen, Quality Road was getting run down by Blaine in the Whitney Handicap. But I don't think there's anything close to Blaine in here, guys. And, you know, in fact, the second choice is Convocation, who's not even a stakes winner. I guess I'll ask you guys, is there any realistic possibility that he gets beat here, especially for the fact that it looks like from a pace scenario, it might set up for him. You have a horse, Arcordoro, who might set the pace and give Quality Road something to run at for a change.
Right, and I think Pletcher's happy that Arcordoro's in there because they want, you know, I think they want Quality Road to sit second, have a target, so they're going to get a perfect setup in that respect.
Yeah. So, you guys trying to beat him or what?
No, I'm not. I mean, if they were to get rain and it would be an off track, that would be the only possibility because he clearly didn't run his best races last year when it was sloppy. But no way in this field let's setting up.
So how would you play it then, James?
I'm going to play a straight exact with Quality Road over Tranquil Manor, Kieran McLaughlin's horse. He comes off an allowance win. He's actually won his last 2 starts in allowance company, and that last time real slow pace, and he rolled off of it to win going away. And these improving allowance types, as we saw in the personal ensign with Persistently, they can jump up and run a good race and against Grade 1 company. And I just think this horse could get runner-up honors.
I liked McLaughlin's quotes yesterday. He was saying we don't have any visions of beating Quality Road, but I'd like to run second, and it would be, I think, his 13th second there at Saratoga. So he clearly knows what he's running for. But Tom, there was a vicious rumor that you were going to select your boy Mind That Bird in here. Say it ain't so.
It's not so.
He's got the blinkers on, the new cup blinkers.
No, well, yes, he
and
is
the change of rider.
He is, yes, he is my third choice in the race. Quite frankly, it wouldn't surprise me if the horse ran second with, a new rider, blinkers on, and some good works up at Saratoga. I'm still not convinced that this horse is toast. He's fine. However, that being said, I picked Quality Road last time, and he just got beat late.
He ran a good race.
Yeah, and
right.
Quite frankly, you're looking at a potential Breeders' Cup Classic favorite here. He has the speed. He can sit, make a move. I think it's clearly his race to lose. Convocation, I really liked his last race where he went 148-3 for the 1 1/8. Was an allowance race, but the horse that he necked out was 10 lengths clear of the third horse. I think, again, Jerkins is having a really good meet, and I think this horse is in the right spot at the board. This is chalk for me.
Yeah.
With Mind That Bird in there to round out the exotics.
Yeah, just because of the short price on Quality Road, what's he going to be? 2 to 5?
Oh no, he's going to be 1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's worth playing exotics here. So I'm just going to say play a horse to place and show, and that's Mythical Power. He's 12 to 1 on the morning line. I don't think he'll be 12 to 1 by post time.
Probably not.
Probably more like 8 or 10 to 1. But that's still a square price, and he's been an inconsistent horse. He's been off the board his last 3 starts, but it seems like he's kind of thriving at Saratoga. From what I've read and heard, and he had 2 very sharp works, including that bullet work on the 27th, where he won 5 furlongs in a minute flat. And he's based in California, but his best races have come on the dirt. He won 2 Grade 3s at Lone Star, and Baffert, as we know, is red hot right now.
And Garcia's in to ride him. Martine comes in to ride
him. Which is that's very big.
I would. That's the way I would play it. Mythical Power to place and show, but not a great betting race. But looking forward to watching Quality Road.
Wait a second. I have a question. If you're going to play that horse place and show, why not just throw in a win bet to boot?
That's a good question.
I don't
guess,
get the
but
reasoning.
I just don't think Quality Road is going to.
You could stagger it. I mean, you could bet, if you're the smallest denomination, 2, 5, and 10, Jason.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Maybe.
Please don't blow it, man. Just in case.
All right.
It's happened many times before.
I know it has, true. Let's move on to a better betting race, and that's the Forego 7-furlong sprint for 3-year-olds and up. A field of 11 was drawn. The morning line favorite is the entry of Vineyard Haven and Girolamo. Girolamo, of course, makes his first start of the year. He was a hot horse last year. There's lots of ways to go in here, though. You have Grade 1 winners, Warriors Reward and Brebone, multiple graded stakes winners, Big Drama and Charitable Man, and very good betting race. Which way did you land here, James?
Well, I think 3 horses really figure based on just their numbers alone, and that's Vineyard Haven, Bourbon, and Big Drama. Mm-hmm. And I landed on Big Drama. I think exits in the Vanderbilt last time against Majestic Perfection, who razor sharp form, arguably the best sprinter in the country. He broke poorly, got knocked sideways, immediately got back on course, and then floated a little wide off the turn. But I love the way he fought against Brabant, who launched a huge middle move. Looked like he was going to blow by him for second, and he battled him all the way to the wire. And I just think he's going to move forward off that race. He can sit and pounce right from off the pace, so he figures to get another good trip here from post 4. And I like him at the projected price, being the 3rd choice in this field, 3rd or 4th choice.
He's in really good form, and you like him too, don't you?
I do like him for all the reasons that were mentioned. Vineyard Haven, there's absolutely no reason not to like the horse. James had noted that, he seems like he really, really likes a wet track, but he has won on a fast track in the past. I think he's a very good 7-furlong horse. Big Drama, he's won at 6 furlongs and 7 and a mile on the 16th. He's just the way. There's not a whole lot of speed in this race, really, outside of Vineyard Haven and Big Drama. But I think it's really important. Last weekend, the track was speed favoring, and you may have had to change your handicapping maybe as the card progressed, and I think that you really need to watch the track on Saturday, just in case, because I really like Warriors Reward. I think that, he's a really good horse at this distance, and I could see him come flying by. So I'm putting him in. Watch the track. If closers have a good shot that day, you may want to look more closely at a horse like Warriors Reward, but Big Drama, Warriors Reward, Vineyard Haven.
If it's speed favoring a horse like Checklist,
right, Checklist will be showing speed.
Pletcher mentioned.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about Checklist.
Yeah,
he's
sorry. He might be low speed in here, and Pletcher mentioned that he could
definitely. And Pletcher, Pletcher, his Brabant, he's in excellent form right now. His speed numbers are just really huge, and I think that additional distance following 2 6-furlong races. He's going to have Checklists up front, Bourbon coming off the pace. He's got a good 1-2 punch there.
Yeah, and I like Bourbon and Big Drama to fill out exactas, but I can't play against Vineyard Haven. He is and just a monster, really. He loves Saratoga too. He's really won 3 out of 4 there if you count his King's Bishop, where he was DQ'd, and 7 furlongs is his ideal distance too. He's won Grade 1s at 6, 7, and 8, but I think 7 is his best, according to Rick McTee, and he's won. Again.
The one thing about him, though, I didn't like. I would have liked to seen him draw outside of a horse like Checklist, because being down in post 2 for Vineyard, I mean, they're going to have to go, and they're going to be going right from the start. And that last race, I mean, he ran his second quarter there in 22 and 3. I mean, he dueled through just a blistering pace that day. So
and had a lot left in the stretch.
Well, he still did, but I mean, it was against a pretty bad field though too that day. And if he gets softened up a little bit,
so don't forget, it was off an 8-month layoff. It was a pretty good comeback effort.
It was.
The fact that you're getting Girolamo as a coupled entry, who's no slouch himself, I think that kind of sealed the deal for me. You get both of those horses, and I think they're pointing Vineyard Haven to the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, and I expect him to be the favorite there when all said and done. But 7 furlongs, I think, is his distance. So
the race is intriguing also because you have the Breeders' Cup Sprint at 6 furlongs, and the Breeders' Cup Mile is a one-turn dirt mile this year. This is right in the middle, so watch this race carefully because you can see maybe where certain horses may go. I would imagine a lot of these horses, if healthy, will end up in the Breeders' Cup. This is a very good race.
I think yeah, definitely. And you know, the real difference between those two Breeders' Cup races is just purse. The Sprint's $2 million, the Mile's $1 million. So it's a little.
Okay, James, we'd like to talk about Twin Spires a little bit. You guys had the hit the Players Pool Pick 6 on the Wednesday card, correct?
That's right. The Twin Spires Players Pool hit the Pick 6, and with the consolations tickets, had over $400,000 in gross winnings yesterday. And that's actually the second straight Pick 6, big Pick 6 that the Players Pool has taken down. So keep an eye out for those. The Players Pool gets formed every time there's a big carryover. They'll put it together, give it a couple days notice, and then Twin Spires members can invest in that in $10 increments up to $1,000. But we have 2 promotions this week I'll mention quickly. The first is Satellite Your Way to $175,000. And this Saturday and Saturday the 25th, Twin Spires members can chance to win their way into one of the into the Breeders' Cup betting satellite Breeders' Cup betting challenge at this year's Breeders' Cup. The second one is Young Guns Week, which gives you an opportunity to win $1 million Twin Spires points. And everybody that has a $10 win wager on one of the 2-year-old graded races coming up, the Sapling, the Debutante, the Spinaway, the Hopeful, or the Del Mar Futurity, will have an opportunity to win or share in a prize pool of $1 million Twin Spires points.
Yeah. No cradle stakes in there?
It's not graded,
What's
Tom.
going on?
I can imagine that.
There's great racing all weekend, of course, because of the holiday, Labor Day, and you know, the Sapling came up good. The Hopeful
will be a good race.
Yeah, so everybody enjoy the weekend, and thanks to Twin Spires and Briss, our sponsors. And thanks to James for joining us. For Tom, for James, I'm Jason. Good day and good racing.